Remember, candidate Trump won Iowa by almost 10 points against Hillary Clinton back in 2016. Yet there he is. You just saw the get-together. NBC News calls Iowa now a toss-up, except maybe out on the farm, where tonight we find CNBC's Jane Wells.
Shep, we're in the middle of harvest, and farmers are bringing their grain here to this Landis facility. Farming is always a risky business, but this year it's been a perfect storm of bad news on top of a multi-year trade war. So you think support for the president might be shaky around here? It's not.
It's miserable in Iowa.
It's really coming down.
It's really coming down. It's good to see, but could have been 60 days earlier.
When you talk to farmers gathering for breakfast pizza at their local grain co-op, it's been a rough year. And not just this year.
This is really the 7th year of what we consider a downturn in the agriculture industry.
Iowa farmers have been hit with trade wars, drought, dropping ethanol demand due to COVID, and hurricane-force winds in August called a derecho, which destroyed a good amount of what promised to be a bumper crop.
In acres, probably 1,500 acres. It'll affect us personally.
Back here is where we had two grain storage bins.
Dave Struthers has been farming 37 years, and he estimates losses from the derecho wind event will cost him $180,000.
This is probably the worst chaotic year we've ever had. You throw COVID into it and all this other stuff that's just made the turmoil seem unending.
COVID forced the annual Farm Progress Show in Boone, Iowa, to go virtual for the first time in its 67-year history.
Being the largest farm show in America, it's a lot of work. The virtual event has been a lot more work.
As bad as it looks, and believe me, it is bad, the federal government is predicting that farm incomes will actually rise this year due to one main reason: aid from the Trump administration.
The USDA has set aside up to $30 billion in coronavirus relief to farmers, and net median farm incomes are expected to rise this year 13%. Farmers are grateful. A poll by the Farm Progress Show indicates that while support for the president dropped 2 years ago to 60%, it's now higher than it was in 2016 at 75%.
Can I say I'm a Trump supporter?
You are absolutely allowed to say that.
Okay.
He has done what he said he was going to do.
The assistances that are out there, whether it is, again, insurance or what the government has provided, has helped weather that storm.
Is next year going to be better?
Yes, I'm optimistic.
They say they have to be optimistic. Now, the farmers tell me they'd rather have trade than aid, but they'll take the aid. For the news, I'm Jane Wells in Baird, Iowa.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.